upgrade complete.
Wait, really? Hold on. Wait. Oh. Hang on a second. I thought this one was further along. Okay, interesting. Well, that right there is... T4D heavy tank. So that's the Mark IV. Very nice. Mark II's just about done. The month is about to turn over, and I assume the admin should be coming through any second now. So, come back, ladies and gentlemen, to Phoenix Rising. There's actually quite a few places we can get them around here, it looks like. I'd say that many to start with. We'll get some more down here as well.
Constructing unit.
Mainly, I just want to have enough to be able to replace the ones we've got. Which... Oh. It is that. I thought we had at least a few more left over here, but apparently not. Does Corson... Oh, we left the Mark 1s on Corson. Right, okay. Well, either way, that's a decent number of them to start with, and that'll be enough for both of our ground armies up here to have some. I think also can get a couple at Corelli.
Vehicle in production.
Because it's looking like we're going to be holding on the ground here for a while. Or at least trying to hold on the ground here. I don't... If they attack properly again, I don't know. I mean, every time they've attacked that, it has been very, very close. So, yeah. Oh, and they're passing stuff over it too, so there's a good chance that they will eventually launch an attack again. So, yeah, I think some of those, and then some of these as soon as they get finished. And to be honest, I think we haven't actually been attacked here in a good long while, but
Unit in
I
production.
don't think it would hurt to update what we can. Because with how much activity the CSA has been up to lately, they might, the Empire might. It'd just be good to beef up our defenses on various points while we can. Oh, for crying out loud, are you serious? Why does it do that? I click on the planet and it decides to... They'd better not have an interdictor in this fleet. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If there's one thing they really need to change, it's the distance between the planets on the galactic level, because this is just ridiculous.
Enemy forces ahead. Transport ready.
Oh, and of course they're really fast, so it might not
Preparing for
even
jump
matter
to
if they have an
light
interdictor or not. Run away!
Unit destroyed.
Oh. Oh, right. Those proton bombs have an AoE. Ouch. Holy cow. At least none of that was terribly expensive, but that's just stupid. Why? Like, especially, the galactic level lags quite badly, right? That's just a fact of the mod. There's all of the different units, all of the upgrades are separate units, and it just makes the galactic level lag. So when you already have a laggy situation going on, having planets this close just makes it even easier for stuff like that to happen. Because I clicked, I clicked like this, and then kind of moved, and it interpreted that as I picked the ground forces up and sent them over here because of the lag. If these planets were further away, that's far less likely to have happened.
Construction complete.
Station ready.
Sorry, mini rant, but
Constructing unit.
that's extremely frustrating. And if that had been our fleet and they had that interdictor there, I mean, that would have been essentially throwing away a fleet for the simple fact that it lags. And that's not fun.
Mission log updated.
Oh, finally, there it is.
Going.
Wait, has this always been there? Minimum admin costs per month? But then there's this. Oh, is this... Am I crazy? I don't remember this line being here. Is it calculating what the cost would be like if we had every single planet with a maxed out colony? I don't know. I really don't recognize that line. Huh. I just realized the fact that we've got all three of these here like this means that it's hard to get the queen over here to get reduced prices for stuff. I suppose we're not really building things, but that could be an issue. Because to be honest, we probably should be building things, now that I think about it. Oh, the upgrade finished. Did I miss that? Or did it just not say?
Production. Vehicle in production.
Well, I don't know. What I do know is that I also want some of those. Oh, hi. Hey. What do you know?
Unit in production.
So, most like I said, something like that might be happening at some point soon. That's... I don't know if we're gonna get those tanks done. But I'm going to add...
Vehicle in production.
Some of those to all of our build queues. well,
Unit in production.
maybe not every single one. That'll be a lot of tanks. But
Vehicle in production.
that should give us a good number of both of them. Oh! I forgot. I built some of these on Kuat because Kuat can build AT-APs. Let's go ahead and get these shipped out. Oh, and Balmora has...
Gunboat here, sir.
SD Hulks and Droideka.
Moving out.
I had forgotten about that.
Construction complete.
I think...
Destination acquired.
Having given it a bit more thought, I do think that I want to keep these forces more separate in terms of what they use and what they don't. But at the same time, if we want them to be capable of contending with what we're going up against, well, we're gonna need this kind of stuff. Because that's the only stuff we've got that's Mark IV. So...
Station ready.
if we want to keep them a bit more separate, a bit more diverse and interesting, we're gonna need to level up more of our stuff. So, what do we do next? We could go with the Juggernauts. What do you get? Frag grenade. Faster by a good bit, a little tougher. What about these guys? These guys don't get a whole lot. I'm hoping that because Mark III doesn't get much, Mark IV is probably going to get quite a bit more. At least that would seem to make sense. And then there is these, which get a tiny bit more HP. Whoop-de-doo. One thing that this could be giving the unit that it doesn't say is increased range. That is one stat in particular that ground units, for whatever reason, don't say. I'm really not sure why space units get a range. I mean, it's useful information for both, so I don't really know why you wouldn't... like, if you've gone to the effort of putting ranges in for all of the space units, which is complicated because of the fact that they have multiple different weapons per ship that all have different ranges, surely you would go through the slightly extra effort of putting it in for the ground forces. At least I would think. I don't know, maybe there's some reason why they don't give that information, but either way, it doesn't tell us whether or not that is changing, so same with these, they could be getting more range. Then of course there's the RAFs. Rebel Armored Freerunner. Don't tend to use these terribly often, but they're quite good. The combination of anti-material and anti-personnel. The problem is they're quite good, but I don't feel like they're 700 credits worth of quite good. Same with these, to be honest. but maybe we go with it anyway. He gets an additional anti-personnel blaster. And a bit more HP. But it's relatively cheap and should be
Upgrade in
relatively
progress.
quick, I think. So let's go with that for there. This is... yeah. These defenses may not ever be relevant, but I would rather have them there and them not be relevant than to need them and not have them. But that there is the
Station
month
ready.
turnover, and you know what?
Vehicle in production.
Full queue of them. Why not? Tell you why not. It's because they're expensive, but I think that'll also be worth it in the long run. Okay, but he's now here. These buildings are gonna take a while. These two in particular take quite a while. So whatever it is... Could always upgrade these. I get a bit faster. And... a bit more HP. Whoop. I think I kind of want to go with the... No, we should go with these.
Upgrade in progress.
I think. Yeah.
Right away.
Upgrade complete.
Station ready.
Which upgrade was that? Is he on? I think that was the...
Building under construction. Beginning construction.
These guys. Yes, the R41s. So that's a Mark IV now. And they do not get any more levels. Okay. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the Y-Wing. They get proton bombs. They don't have as many as the B-Wings. They get 4 fewer. But it's the same type of proton bomb. And these guys get 6 total. These guys get 10 total. I feel like the difference is... basically what it does is it means that these guys, the BTLs, are more efficient in terms of credit cost per proton bomb that you get than the B-Wings are. The B-Wings have much better other weapons, and again, more proton bombs, but they're also quite a bit more expensive. So I feel like the BTLs will be quite helpful to
Building
add
cancelled.
into B-Wing fleets, like for example these guys, to give that added bomber punch, you know, without being as expensive as massed B-Wings, so we can field more bombs for fewer credits. Hopefully. It's not something that I would necessarily want to use in every single engagement, but I think it would be good to have that
Heading out.
option. Especially when we go up against
Building
fleets
under
that just
construction.
aren't going to be able to do much
All out.
against us and our bombers.
Building started.
I mean, the last time when they tried to push us off of Agmar, that would have been a great use case for BTLs. And at Briscia,
Upgrade in progress.
infiltrators. I suspect that is not going to take very long. I wish I could queue up the next level. Huh. You know what?
Upgrade in progress.
I'm gonna do that.
Construction complete.
Station ready.
Uh-oh. CSA's moving.
Underway.
Interesting. I must have missed that. Druckenwell. And the CSA finished off Alzok. That was the one that they hit the ground last episode. Presumably with a raid. Well, obviously with a raid. And then they just finished that off. Druckenwell, though. Interesting. Says they didn't lose anything. Where did the CSA's ginormous fleet go, I wonder? Alright.
Upgrade in progress.
There we go with that.
Upgrade
Suppose
in
we're
progress.
gonna queue that up as well. Might as well. How are we looking? This is the refoam? Yes. And then the MC80B is there, and that's almost done. Well, it's getting towards being almost done. And this is quite close. The difference between these two is that one is quite a bit bigger and has been going for much longer. But it does mean that we're very close to the next level. Level 2, almost finished. It's just those 4. And the one that's going to take the longest is probably the reef home. Even though we have, what is it, 20%? 25% research time. Yeah. Okay, well, honestly, at this point, we're mostly waiting for tanks to finish. Oh, these guys got here. Well, here's one reasonably easy way to keep track of the two
Navigating to coordinates.
different ground armies and what to use in which one. One of them will have the old stuff. So, stuff like these. Obviously. These guys. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. For crying out loud. We're going to distinguish them from one another by saying that Shakti's ground army is going to use more of the older tech. And then Obi-Wan is going to be using some of the newer stuff. It's also going to be backed up by the Wookiees things, I guess. It doesn't quite work, does it? I don't know. I guess we just kind of... one way to do it rather organically is to just kind of look at what the army is currently and say, well, what are we missing? What could we use? Oh, I don't know. We could use more armor in this one. Like any armor at all in this one. Other than that, it's got good anti-infantry, it's got some air cover, you know, it's got decent infantry. It's you know, not too bad. And then this one, it's actually pretty good, to be honest. I think we could do with some more transports, because these are likely to not last terribly long. But yeah, just kind of get what we need as we go, and that would kind of organically alter the ground forces, sort of. Because trying to keep track of exactly which units can and can't be used in which armies is going to get confusing really quick, I think. So maybe we don't quite be too strict about it.
Moving into position.
I suppose one broad way of doing it would be to say Shakti uses more of the clones stuff, and Obi-Wan uses more of the droids. The old CSA type stuff. Like these and these. I'm probably going to just use these for both, because these are some of the only... No, they're the only gunships we can build, aren't they? I don't think we get anything else that's like that. No, not even a little bit. These two are our only other air units, and I mean, those are air speeders. They're not gunships. So... Oh, actually, speaking of gunships. Yes. These gunships.
Station ready. Heading out.
But I think right now we wait for the tanks, and then we'll do that. And we will see whether or not they are overpowered. The Juggernauts, I mean.
Research complete.
There's one. Next is going to be the CC-99? 9600.
Heading out.
Interesting. I'm guessing that was sent from Tatooine, that attack. Does it say how many... Doesn't say anything about losses. So it probably wasn't a very serious attack by the Empire. say that. They're missing stuff.
Plotting course. Reporting.
Help you I can.
Upgrade complete.
There was that.
Enlisting troops.
Oh, I take it back. Ah, it was the infiltrators. I'd be inclined to cancel these two and start this one directly instead, but he's way over here. So maybe we won't. No, I take it back. It looks like the Empire didn't lose much of anything. That stuff that was missing was probably just in transit. You know, I'm more and more thinking that we should just separate out all of these heroes and have them sit over enemy planets, because having intel is very, very valuable. Not that we're very often able to act on any of that intel, but it's still valuable. I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade DP-20s all the way. I think that's probably going to be...
Fall out.
May not be the best option currently, but it'll definitely be a good option in the long term. I think the other option would be the quasars. Yeah, we'll probably do quasars next. Maybe not. Well, I don't know. We'll think of it later. I mean, actually, we could do them here.
Research complete.
At your command.
Well, that timing. Excellent. Is that under... Yes. That ain't cheap.
Upgrade in progress.
But given that it's probably going to be upgrading the complement, not in number, but in what the actual ships are, it's almost certainly worth it. Speaking of which, I do also think we should do this. Maybe next month? Maybe not, actually. Probably want to do that up here, and I don't know if those things are going to be done by next month. Out of curiosity, how much of an upgrade is this? Whoa! Almost twice as much shielding. 100,000 more health. I'm sorry, is that a straight doubling of the turbo lasers? And turbo ions? Holy, they even get more damage, the turbo lasers. And the turbo... Whoa! Holy cow. That's an upgrade. That is a massive, enormous upgrade. I can see why it'd be that expensive. Whoa. That's more than doubling. That's way more than doubling the firepower. There's more of them, and they're more powerful. And longer ranged. Because that's totally necessary. Whoa. Maybe we look into getting that sometime soon. Yeah? Yeah, I'd say so. If we're gonna use a bulwark at any point, yeah. I suspect it doesn't get an upgrade after that because, holy moly. You don't say. How? There's nothing there. What? Okay, that's a little weird. Huh. What is the Empire doing? What did they do? Like send a handful of TIE fighters or something?
Upgrade complete.
Yes, indeed. I'm... The thing with these two different infantry types that I'm not particularly clear on is why you would ever use these guys. Because they just don't seem anywhere near as good as these guys. Like, I guess the defense troopers are higher level research, but they're not like a direct upgrade. None of them replace the Vanguard, or the Rangers, or the Infiltrators. I mean, I guess... I'm not sure. I need to, at some point, look more closely at the stats and the stat difference between those guys. Oh, MC80B, 99%. But what was complete? Kiju. What were we doing? Was it these guys? I think it was these guys. Oh, is that a different icon? Yeah. There's another turret on the back. It looks like. Cool. Don't well, I mean, we kinda technically do have the credits for it. So... Anti-material laser gets a dual turret rather than a single. So that's just double the firepower there. And it gets a decent bit tougher.
Upgrade
So we might
in
as well.
progress.
Yeah, I think we should be fine. And there's a good possibility that this month it's going to be in next month, actually. But I think we're actually ready. Or at least as ready as we're gonna be currently, without some fairly substantial further upgrades. Brought Akbar over so that we actually have proper orbital support, not just bombers. And we do have one more tank incoming, but I think this is pretty substantial. I did decide to give them a couple of Canderous tanks, but I think this group will not use them very often. Just to try and, you know, keep things different. I am highly tempted to bring over some of the attack pods. No, I suppose we won't. Actually, you know what I actually do want? I want to get some more artillery. Because I kind of want to experiment.
Constructing unit. Unit in production.
But what was that the CSA just did? Ryloth again? Lost a ship? What are you guys doing? Oh, that was an actual attack. I don't feel like this should have driven off a Star Destroyer, though. Not with all those acclimators, and it looks like a bunch of Lancers went with it. I'm not sure what else. I think a Venator? Yeah, a Venator. Huh. Interesting.
Research complete.
That was the MC-80B. Nice. So it's literally one more to get level 2 tech. Okay, that's a little bit irritating. Level 2, but it's going to be tech 3. It seems an odd decision, but okay.
Mission log updated.
Wow, we managed to just about beat the month turnover. And we
At
are...
your service.
Oh, literally just beat it. Good grief. Okay, but we were actually good. Okay, ground forces are headed in. Can I be bothered to wait for the artillery?
Station ready.
Constructing. Tactical battle imminent.
Yep, did it again. I feel like the game is being particularly laggy today. At least on the galactic level. Kind of hard to tell about tactical, because we've only been in this sort of business this episode. I'm not really sure what's going on down here. They're not committing a proper attack, it seems like, to either of them, but they're trying to attack both, yet the CSA doesn't have much. I mean, I guess that's a lot of quasars, but I don't know, I feel like the Empire should be able to roll right through that. But this whole situation of not having any proper tactical battle this episode is now going to change. Did wait for the artillery. Got 5 of these, and 6 of these, and 3 of those, and a bunch of those, and yeah, we really need more transports. This ain't gonna cut it. I mean, I guess there's those, but... I also swapped Macquarie out for, Willard, because he has defense land combat bonus. And so does Obi-Wan. And I am almost certain that they don't stack. Yeah, the best bonus of each skill is used in combat, so it does not stack. So, yeah, he has health and speed. Which also, the speed, Shakti has speed. And quite a bit more than his bonus. So, I swapped them out because it works out better this way. I also decided to bring Winter down from the north. He's going to be up here for quite a while, helping along the research. He can take a look if it's necessary, but honestly I'm not all that worried about that planet anytime soon. So that is the situation here. Could do with more infantry, but we do have Trandoshans and Wookiees, which... You know, I just had a thought. Trandoshans and Wookiees do not exactly get along. Maybe we should move the Trandoshans into this group. If we didn't have 3 fleets here, I'd do that immediately, but, yeah, that might make a bit more sense considering the, history those two have. But never mind. We are
Invasion
going
commencing.
to do this and probably lose a lot of units trying. Luckily they don't have much infantry, so the great thing with that situation
Yes.
is that we can more or less ignore
Choose your reinforcements.
anti-infantry vehicles and just go straight with
Destination set.
AV
I'm here, sir. Ready?
on everything
Right. Got it.
for the most part, you know.
Right away, sir.
Speaking of which, let's go ahead and start that off, because they're
Underway.
almost certainly going to rush us. Nothing else, it'll be the speeders.
Affirmative. Reporting in.
Juggernaut ready.
I think there's a capturable down there.
Armored transport ready.
There's also that down there.
All weapons loaded.
Go that way. How about some speed? Land combat bonus.
En route.
Isn't the other version, doesn't the other version of this map, or isn't there a version of this map where you can get through there? Am I imagining that, or is that a different one?
Ready. Yes, Commander. Armed and ready. Reporting in. Acknowledged.
The fact that we're not meeting any resistance has me a little worried, I'm not gonna lie.
We've secured a landing zone.
Ready to
I'll
roll.
certainly take that, though.
What are your orders?
Oh, really?
Destination
We have
set.
captured an abandoned mining facility.
Yay! Credits.
Roger that.
At your command.
Destroyed.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Right away, sir.
I'm gonna bring these guys down for some
T4B ready.
intel, because I do not like this. Why are we not seeing anything?
Moving into position. Awaiting your orders.
Awaiting orders. Proceeding.
Form up. Moving
We've
out.
secured a build pad.
Heading out. Give me a target. Right away, sir. Tank brigade here.
Let's roll straight up to the
Underway. Almost there.
Bridge. That's what it's called. It's a bridge.
Orders, sir. Advancing. Gunboat here, sir.
Go pick up our general.
Copy. On my way.
Why are they not
Turret constructing.
Yes,
anything?
Commander.
Bombing run available.
Y-Wing Squadron reporting.
Well,
Gold Squadron
they're
commencing
green.
attack.
Are they usually green
We've
like that?
located the enemy.
We've secured an abandoned sensor
Are those the
array.
normal colors?
Construction complete.
Take him out.
Ooh, boy, that's a lot of armor over there. Ooh, the sky just changed color for some reason. That... Oh, hold on a second. Wait a minute.
I await your instructions.
That's not good. You know, these guys are gonna be good against those. The speeders.
Yes, sir.
Run away!
Affirmative.
Get into the transport. Get into the transport.
Weapons armed. Acknowledged.
That's why I built those, but that could have been bad. That could have been really bad. What was I trying to say? Oh, it looked like these things had an AA missile that they launched. I guess it must have been the actual AA, but it looked like it came from the... It's not a mobile tracker. What is it called? PX4, Mobile Command Base. Totally different.
Your
Yeah,
orders?
you
Command received.
go roll over here.
Copy. Heading out. Your orders. Right away. Roger.
This is...
I copy. Moving out. As you wish.
Got some serious increased range, it looks like, on these guys, at least the main cannon. Hard to tell with the torpedo, because sometimes it likes to launch at really long ranges. Sometimes it doesn't. The thing is, it doesn't always like to launch unless you actually tell it to launch,
Target. Awaiting
for
orders.
reasons.
Roger that.
You guys good? Roll back to here, and then turn around, I think.
Very well.
On my way.
Get our command bonuses going.
Right away.
Do that.
Sir. Moving out.
Now, I saw some juggernauts headed this way around over here. There's one. Wasn't there another one? Or was it the floating fortress? Might have been the floating fortress. Can you guys handle that?
Yes, sir.
It's looking like they might be able to, actually.
Destroyed.
Ow. Oh, are you serious?
Spearheading assault.
Well, so much for that squad.
Engines
Unit
primed.
destroyed.
Checking sector.
I totally forgot when
Underway.
Reporting.
because of the way they work.
Unit destroyed.
Form up.
These,
Bombardment
because of the
available.
way these things work. That was a
Bombardment commencing.
dumb decision to have them
Reporting.
tell them to attack it, because they always pull back
Follow me to victory.
when they get scratched a bit.
All out troop. Awaiting orders.
Reporting. Ready. Moving into that area, sir.
Copy.
go ahead and
I copy. Men,
scooch
prepare
over
for
here.
assignment.
Unit
Speaking of
destroyed.
that, get back.
Bombing run available.
What is the what is this? What is this? Come on, man.
Y-wing standing by. Yes, Commander. Computers locked on target. Artillery online. Destination received. Ready. I've got my approach vector. All weapons locked.
Ah, yes.
Keep going.
The other thing that the tooltip doesn't tell you, fire rate.
T4B ready.
They definitely have better fire rate than the other ones. The lower level ones.
I await your
Can we
command.
possibly get a doohickey?
Yes, sir. Transport here.
I would have
Right
them get
away.
into the transports, but nah.
Give me the target. Commence assault.
We've
Okay,
secured a build
we're
pack.
Copy.
moving forward. Maybe.
This way. Ready for attack. Target locked. Roger. Yes, sir.
Unit
Torpedoes
destroyed.
away. Enemy targeted. Form up. Attack. Awaiting orders. Fire.
Unit destroyed.
Roger that.
Okay, interesting.
Transport ready.
I copy, sir. Open
Can
fire.
definitely wipe out those two pretty quick. Should be able
Attack
to
that
anyway.
target.
So
Station constructing.
definitely holding out quite a bit better than we were. But there's still an awful lot of armor in there. I really wish we had some mobile command bases. Or mobile trackers. Or whatever the heck the things are, the floating fortress, the big things that we get with the turbo laser on them that can deploy landing zones. One of those. I'd really like to have one of those because this is just irritating. Way out over in the boonies here.
Destroyed.
Reporting.
Forward.
There. Assisting with suppressive fire.
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
Keep it moving.
T4B mobile. Form up. Weapons firing. Yes, Commander. Ready.
Can
Moving into
I
position.
please double click?
Unit destroyed.
All
Oh,
weapons
that
loaded.
was all of them. Never mind.
T4B.
Construction complete.
I'm not as bothered by these because they just don't have the same amount of
Juggernaut
damage.
ready.
Plain and simple.
Give me the target. Tank brigade here. Fire at will.
They got one of the artillery. I'm not surprised because they're shockingly fragile for
Armored
what they
transport
are.
ready.
But they are trying to run us over.
Copy. Yes, sir.
Down mines. Wait. Yours are glow wire. Right.
Will do.
Never mind. Does nobody have AV mines?
Target acquired.
Your orders.
Okay.
Right away, sir.
So I'm noticing a definite difference in capability
Unit destroyed.
as far as our tanks are concerned
Roger that.
versus the
Away. Form up.
lower level ones. Immediate
Target.
difference? Fire rate. These things fire much more quickly. Especially the T4s seem to be
Awaiting orders.
drastically... Oh,
Almost
those
there.
are ours.
I copy.
I'm so used to targeting the
Firing. Your orders.
Juggernauts, and it's just kind of a reflex at this point.
Target
But yeah,
locked.
definitely higher fire rate.
Awaiting orders. Torpedoes approach vector.
Absolutely. Seems like more range. That's a harder one to be certain. I'm fairly sure the main cannons have a longer range. I'm not sure about the missiles. Or torpedoes or whatever else.
Reinforcements
You know what?
cancelled.
En route.
I'm gonna do this.
Moving to
Maximum
coordinates.
unit
Get the
capacity.
buildings down pretty quick, I think. Yeah, we've taken out their armor.
Yes, sir.
Another thing that seems
Heading out.
to be a thing is the traverse rate of the turrets seems to be higher. Yeah. Higher fire rate.
Ready. Entering battlefield. We're on station and ready to fire. Copy.
So, that does make me think
Bombardment available.
that the upgrade for these guys might be more substantial than at first it seems.
Bombardment
Because
commencing.
if it does give, like, higher fire rate, better reload time, stuff like that,
Scouting location. We're going
that'd be
in.
way more useful
Ready to go.
than
Commander. Ground
what it
target
actually says.
engaging target. Reporting. Move out. Ready, sir. Ready for attack.
So,
Ready for orders.
not very good against infantry. Kinda wouldn't expect it, to be honest. I'm fairly sure they're better against, like, relatively soft targets, but not actually soft targets. The softer, hard
Got them on the
targets.
run.
Things like ATSDs, light armor, quick vehicles, other aircraft,
are
things like that,
victorious.
Got them
it
on the
seems. Certainly I would expect that, given just looking at the
Roger that.
stats. Considering what happened at Shazwa, that was way better. And to be honest,
System conquered.
good portion of the reason we lost even that much is because I told that one group of T3s to attack that Juggernaut, not remembering that once the Juggernauts take a bit of damage, they pull back, and our tanks end up following them. So that was just a bad maneuver on my part. So absolutely, I think we could have gone through that with losing considerably less if I had been a little more careful. At the same time, I was kind of expecting that to take longer. Especially since this episode has almost exclusively been galactic level admin stuff. Not the most exciting, not the most interesting to watch. I realize I've almost certainly at this point cut out a fairly substantial amount, but still, that is ending up being one dinky little battle. And I've been recording for 2 hours now, so Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to call it here. Even if there wasn't much exciting happening. But on the bright side, next episode is probably going to be more exciting. We have two fleets and 2 ground armies that could do with going and breaking some things. On top of that, you see this? You see this? You see this? Yeah, I think we're about ready to start letting this bunch loose. Obviously going to not send everything. Probably, to be honest, probably just these. And these. Yeah. Although these are... No, not these ones. Okay, never mind. I thought those were the heavily decked out bomber Z95s. But no. So yeah, that right there is probably more than enough to handle most of what they've got. I mean, that's a lot of fighters on our part. The bombers are a little... Well, I say that. These are E3s. So, that's actually quite good. I think that should be able to handle quite a bit. So I think we actually can potentially head towards Kenyan next episode. That'll be fun. Oh, I'm building some more stuff over here to add to the group. I somehow keep managing to forget that I do actually want to add tugs to these groups for the healing. And we should really upgrade them all the way as well. Yeah. Keep saying I'm gonna do that and then forgetting. But I did finally build a couple. Yeah. Yay. But yeah, I think we might try something. We might regret it, but we might, yeah, we could try something. The only other place we have stuff capable of doing anything is down here, but honestly, with their whatever it is they're doing, I kind of just want to back away and let them at it. Because for the first time in quite a while, they're properly seeming to fight each other. And that is... Well, honestly, for quite a while now, I think that's one of the only things that's been keeping us alive. But we'll certainly continue pushing into the Empire up here. And you know what? Before we do that, I'm going to send Akbar here, just to see if we can get them to leave. I'm almost certain that's not going to happen, but it's at least worth a try, because this is just sitting here not doing anything productive for either us or the CSA. And this is sitting here not doing anything productive for us either. So, and I mean, to be honest, he is too now, because of that, so yeah, we'll try that first off next episode. Probably not first off, that's going to take them a while to get there. But yeah, that's the immediate plan. Just had a thought. What if we combined fleets and did it that way? Combine them all with that and hit Probably not them as well, but hit that with all of it. I don't know that that would get them to retreat. It's probably not enough even then. But the reason I say combine these two is because they'd be really easy to split back up again. So we might try that. Leave ground force here in case they decide to retaliate. And then whatever happens down there, we'll go back up here and... I'd like to get these planets. We know that Garki doesn't connect to anything else, because we've owned that planet. We've owned both of these. Yaga Minor, though, that might connect down here. I'm not sure. We'll figure things out later. But for now, that is going to do it. So I will say thank you for watching. Take care. And farewell. 85% on the refoam. It's the last they needed for Tech 2. Or 3. Level 2. Tech 3. Whatever it is. I don't know.